Good morning, my dear students. How are you all? Yesterday, we completed page number 50, positive and negative numbers. Today, we are going to learn the new topic, that is the decimal system. The decimal system. So, before already we know that what is the ones place, tens place, hundred place, this all. But now, today, we are going to learn after the decimal what we call. Okay, after the decimal what we call. Suppose if I write it here 125.36, you already know that what it is called. This is called ones place, this is called tens place, this is called hundred place. So what we call this 3 and 6, okay, that one we have to understand. Look at here, that is called what? Tenth. The after the decimal, the first number is called tens. So that means what? A tenth is one part in 10, that means 1 over 10. You can write it of a whole number and can be written as 0 0.1. We can write it as 0 0.1 if it is 1 over 10. So here is what? 4 is in which place? After the decimal. So this is called what? Tens. If I write it in terms of value, this is the place and these are the value. 0 0.4. Write it 4. Here is the decimal. Before all the decimal, before the decimal, whatever the number, write it 0. So 0 0.4 is the value. And you can write it 4 over 10. Why? 4, write it here. If I remove the decimal, what can it? 0 4. 0 4 means 4 only. For the decimal, write it 1. After decimal, how many numbers are there? Only one number, so 1 0. So 4 over 10. Similarly here also, 3 is which place? Tens place. T is which place? Tens place. So what is the value? 0 0.3. That means write it 3. After and before, whatever the numbers, remove all the numbers, just write it 0 here. Before, after, no need to write it anything. Or you can write it 3 over 10. Why? Because 3 over 10 means 0 3. When I remove the decimal, 0 3. For the decimal, write it 1. After the decimal, how many numbers have? Only one number, so 1 0. So 3 over 10. Now coming to the hundredth. What is called? Next one is hundredth. So what is mean? Which one is the hundred? That means exactly after the decimal is called tenth. Then after decimal is after that number is called hundredths. So how do you write it in terms of value? Write it 3. Here is the decimal. Between the decimal and 3, how many numbers have? Only one number, so write it 1 0. Don't write the number, okay? Only write it 0. So because I need the value of 3 only, so write it 3. And here is the decimal. Between the decimal and number, only 1 0, so write it 1. Only one number, so 1 0. So why you write it 3 over 100? Because when I remove the decimal, this is 0 0 3. It means 3 only. It means 3. No need to write it also. Now for the decimal, write it 1. After the decimal, we have two numbers here. So it is 2 zeros. That means we can write 0 0.03 or 3 over 100. Both are equal. Similarly here, 26.78. 8 is called hundredths place. 100 and write it THS. Hundredths. Okay. That means there are total 100. Out of 100, I have, suppose you have chocolates, 100 chocolates. That means you ate 8 chocolates. Understand? Out of 100, you ate 8 chocolates. It means, so hundredths means what? 0 0.08. I did 8 and here is the decimal. Between the decimal and this number, we have only one number, so that is 1 0. So or we can say that 8 over 100. So 8 for the decimal, write it 1. After the decimal, two numbers, so 2 0. So 8 over 100. Okay. Now coming to the questions here. These are the example questions. Write down the value of the digit 5 in each of these numbers. Value, not place. So what is the value of this one? Just write it 5. Before 5 what? Decimal. Write it decimal. Then all the numbers going to 0. So 0 0.5 only. Now where is the 5? Is hundredths place. So write it 5. And here is the decimal. Between decimal and 5 there is one number. So write it 1 0. So 0 0.05. Any number. Suppose I write it here 1.267. If I want to write it the value of 7, write it exactly 7. Here is the decimal. Okay. Between decimal and this number, how many numbers have? Two numbers, so write it 2 zeros. Okay, directly. For this one, 0. That's it. Okay, like this way. So next one, 91.05. Again, write it this. I ask you the value of 5. Write it 5. And here is the decimal. So between decimal and 5, only one number, 1 0, and this all will be changes to 0. 0 0.05. Okay. So now similarly, you can find out the value of digit 3 in question number 1. Question number 1. Now what is this one? Write these numbers in figures. In figures. What is this one? 15.37. Remember, every time after the decimal, we cannot say that all the number together. Like here, I cannot say that 26.78 because after the decimal means that values are less than 1. Values are less than 1. So we can pronounce what? 26.78. We cannot say that 78. If you say 78, that's totally wrong. We should pronounce 26.78 only. So similarly here 15.37. So 15.37. Write it like this way. Next is what? 105.05. 105.05. The last one is 34.34. So 34.34. Okay, your homework is from page number 51, question number 1. I hope you understand today's classwork. If you have any more questions, you can ask me in the next class. Thank you.